Speech language pathology has changed so dramatically over the last few years that I don't even think someone who retired 10 years ago would recognize it like it is today. I mean, we've always had diverse students on our caseloads, but now we're dealing with unprecedented levels of diversity, both in culture and in the number of languages that we see with the students we work with.
Yeah, not only that, but we also have always had large caseloads, but now we're hearing from members in our community that their caseloads are twice what they used to be. And something that we hear from speech language pathologists at our workshops and conferences is, I love being a speech language pathologist, but I am completely overwhelmed by the paperwork and the size of the caseloads.
Yeah, and this is really frustrating because there's so many parts of our job that we have no control over. We can't control the number of students that we work with or the number of clients that we have on our clinic caseload. We can't control the amount of paperwork that we have. We can't even control the rooms or the places that we work in. But there's two areas that we can control that can have a massive impact both on our jobs and on the students and children that we work with. And that's what we choose to do in speech therapy and how long it takes us to test and write a report. We've spent our entire career focusing on these two issues so that we can better diagnose and treat the children we work with and dismiss them and move them off our caseload.
We've taken all of these evaluation ideas and we've rolled them into one program to help us to create beautiful, accurate reports for clinics and schools in a fraction of the time that we used to.
Yeah, and this is really exciting because this means more time working with the child while we're doing the testing, more time doing therapy, which ultimately leads to more dismissals and smaller caseloads, more time getting back to the parts of the job that we love and the things that we were trained to do, rather than spending our time doing repetitive administrative tasks.
You know, you would think that creating a program to help us write reports faster would not be that hard, but the reality is that it's really quite complicated. So we have security issues we have to think about. We're putting children's names, dates of birth, their diagnoses into a system. It has to be secure. It has to be HIPAA and FERPA compliant. We have also pretty complicated reports. So in our school reports, those are 48 different sections that we're writing. And then we have collaborations with other professionals, and that yields a different kind of report. We also write reports for everyone from infants to adults. So there's that complexity. And then we have all written loads of reports in our careers that we would like to use portions of again. What do we do to get those paragraphs at our fingertips?
Yeah, you know, we've tried to create a program to help us write reports faster, more accurately for years, and we really didn't think it was possible until we met Mo Sidibe and Alex Tomic with Speech Therapy AI. They're technology experts who really understand the needs of speech language pathologists because they developed this fast, accurate, safe platform for speech pathologists to do teletherapy. We partnered with them to make this report writer, and it's enabled our office to not only write the reports for our clinic, but the many varieties and types of reports that we need for providing evaluations to 50 surrounding districts. I can't tell you how much time this has saved us and how many errors it's avoided. So we've decided to make Evalubox available to everyone.
Don't get me wrong, writing reports faster and worrying less about making mistakes is really great. But there's something bigger at stake here, and that is that speech language pathologists are really overwhelmed by their jobs and their loads of paperwork, and many of them are leaving the field. We have to address this. And one of the ways that we can address this is to eliminate a lot of these repetitive tasks that take up so much time and lead to so many errors. We've built Evalubox to help us all get there.